All right, my guys, the first topic we're gonna be talking about with this new Budokai 4 coming out is the story mode. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm really hoping that we have a more extensive story mode. But a lot of those like OG Dragon Ball games that we have, or basically like every Dragon Ball game, they refuse to add the original story. Dragon Ball, bro. Like we need Dragon Ball in here, man. I'm trying to fight King Piccolo. I'm trying to look for the Dragon Balls with Bulma. Feel me if you if you know what I'm
We,
saying, because let me stop. Okay, wait. What do you think, Sammy?
we we didn't get that yet, right? I don't think we got that yet.
Nah, we ain't get that. Nah, we ain't
Yeah,
get that yet, man. We gotta get some type of story going on for the OG Dragon Ball. Feel me? And credits to Budokai. Budokai already has like a solid story mode setup. I just kind
yeah.
of want more.
How they had
What
split
what
it
would
up
you think
into
about
different
like alternate
sagas,
stories though? Yeah,
alternate
yeah, different
stories.
sagas. We got it.
Yeah, we could have that. So like after you complete the Z story, they could give you like you can unlock Super and GT, and you could like basically choose whichever you want to do.
That would be interesting. And like some alternate endings. See, when
Yeah,
I think of alternate, like yeah, I
and
would
how in
want.
the
Yeah.
the other games
My fault,
they
gang.
had a special saga which was the movies, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They did.
Yeah, it was the
Like what
movies and
games you talking about?
like Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
They did. Oh yeah, they did have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had like freaking damn Garlic Jr. and all that. I forgot they did do that.
Yeah, and
And
Gogeta and the
also,
other
I
guys.
want actually what I really want for the story mode too. And Budokai did this a little bit, but let us play from the villain's perspective sometimes. Budokai did that a bit, but I kind of want them to do it more. So like when Cell like beat up Vegeta, let me play as Cell. I think they did that in Budokai 3. Do you remember? I think
Uh,
they did.
yeah, I think. Well, I remember it happening in Mordecai 1, especially with how they
Budokai
had that
1,
little
right?
side quest with him absorbing Krillin.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, basically that. I want them to do that more because like I don't like always playing as the hero in story mode. Like it's fun, but like sometimes like when you play as the hero in the story mode and they lose the battle, they'll just make you skip to a cutscene in the middle of the fight. Like nah, let me beat a villain and fold them like what actually happened in the enemy. Like,
Yeah,
if
it could be
it's
like
freaking Vegeta versus 18, let me fold Vegeta with 18. Even though Vegeta my guy, feel me? Like trying to
it could
do,
be like alternate viewpoints, like so from this fight you could start off as Vegeta and the next fight as Cell. I think they did
Word,
have that
word,
in
word.
Mordecai Tenkaichi 3. I think they actually have
I
that.
think so, yeah. The thing with Budokai story mode is like not on some glazing stuff, but like they already did like a good job in my opinion when it came to like their story mode setup. Like to me, even with this new Budokai coming out, it's really just to add more to what they already had. Because like me personally, I think Budokai 3 was the best Dragon Ball game of all time.
Facts.
Facts, facts, facts.
That game was
Yeah,
ahead of
yeah,
its
that's what I think about
time,
the
man.
story, man. Ahead of his time. But you got anything else to say
Yeah.
before we wrap up this section?
They could also add what ifs, like how they had in Raging Blast 1.
Mm-hmm. There was
How
some
they had
interesting what ifs, man.
Vegeta versus Gogeta, Vegeta slams.
Vegeta versus Gogeta. Vegeta slams
When
facts. And if y'all have a problem
when
with that in the comments, debate me, alright?
when
Debate me, alright? Debate me and my boy Chaotic, man.
Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3 and fought Goku and
Mm-hmm.
Broly and then met Super Saiyan 3. They also had
Yes,
one
sir,
with
man.
Kid Trunks and Future Trunks, but we already basically had that in the anime now.
Yes, sir, man. And with Super being out already, there's so much good potential what ifs they can make. Like if Hit fought Jiren in a Tournament of Power, like random stuff like that. Not Hit fought Jiren, sorry. Hit fought Vegeta in a Tournament of Power, my fault, yeah.
I think it would have been
Because I'm not
interesting to see like if they had
Vegeta's
like a what
improvements.
if like instead of them fusing, if Goku had went like Ultra Instinct again against Broly, that would have been pretty neat.
Ooh, that would be valid, man. Like an MUI Goku versus Broly. Of
Yeah,
course, sadly, my boy Vegeta's sitting out and spectating because they always hold my boy. But that's a conversation for another day.
professional L taker, man. He's a professional L
Yo,
taker.
yo, 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 yo. I noticed your video, but don't disrespect the Prince before I get crazy. I
Hey
the
man,
Prince is the goat.
we we all know what
I'm
happens when
tired of this
Vegeta be
Vegeta
holding that
disrespect,
left
man.
arm. We all know what happens.
Plot armor, because the plot don't like him, because Toriyama don't like him, Toyotaro, whatever the hell his name is, don't like him. They don't like the Prince because he's literally the best written character in this show. But that's a topic
Arguable,
for another day.
arguable.
Feel me? Chaotic don't want no smoke in that debate, man.
Hey, that could be for another video, man.
That could be for another video, gladly, man. Y'all want to see that video? Let us know in the comments below. Comment on my boys Chaotic's freaking comment section. Let them know. Let us know if y'all want to see that video. But does that wrap it up for this story mode section?
Yeah, so basically for this, we'll probably start off from like OG Dragon Ball, going all the way to Z, and then they'll probably split it up into GT and Super. That's basically how I see it
Mm-hmm.
going.
Sure. And if Super continues like it is, then you can have a lot more potential arcs, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, now for the roster, I think they're probably gonna start us off with like 20, 30-ish something characters.
Mm-hmm. You know what's interesting? Like, I know a lot of people are like hoping that they pull a Budokai 3, give us like the full roster off the back and just make us work for certain characters. But sadly, in my opinion, just how they're making games these days, it's probably gonna be heavy DLC. And at
Yeah.
first, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, facts, man. And at first, I ain't gonna lie, when they first announced Budokai, in my mind, I was like, bro, I'm hoping to give us the full roster, but I kind of do get why they do DLC now. I think it's to build hype, and I kind of get it from a I guess you could say marketing point of view. Like if they add DLC and DLC, it'll get more people interested in the game and not leaving the game or getting bored of it. So realistically, as bad as I want the full roster to come, we're probably gonna get like 50 to 60% of the roster
Uh,
off rip.
I think it's unrealistic to expect what like 160 something characters Mordecai Tenkaichi 3 had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might start us off with like a cool 30. I can't
Cool
see it
30.
being
Yeah.
more than like 60 to be honest. Not more than 60,
Nah. Yeah.
especially in
Not
this day
yet.
and
Not off the
age.
bat. And if they do,
Yeah.
that would be surprising. But that can make things interesting for DLC because if they're gonna start off with like a small roster like 50, 60, they can give us packs like the freaking Pride Trooper pack, you know, or like the Ginyu Force pack. If well, no, they better have the Ginyu Force. They have to make sure that they cover most of the characters that are already in the story mode. But for like certain characters that aren't as important, I'm thinking they're not gonna add straight away, you know. But
I
like the Ginyu Force and all that, we should expect like those regular same characters, you know.
I feel
So
like
that
they'll
should be interesting.
include like early Dragon Ball and Z, but like for Super and GT, you'd probably have to either one play the game to get those, or you'd probably just
Yeah,
have to buy them with DLC, which is just sad. I mean, I get it,
word,
I
word.
guess.
Yeah,
This
that's what
day
I'm
and
saying too. Like,
age,
I think I'm starting
everything's
to
about
try to
money.
accept it a bit more. Exactly. And I hate it. I do hate it because I feel like it makes the game less challenging when it comes to like have to unlock characters or just being able to just play with the full roster off rip, especially if you beat the story. But I do get the hype around it because like I ain't gonna lie, like even with the stupid Xenoverse game I play, like as annoying as it is, if they weren't making DLCs for the game, I'd probably be more dead. So like even with
Yeah.
Budokai coming out, it's gonna be yeah, that's just the truth. But like even with Budokai coming out now, like I know damn well they're not just gonna let it die slowly. Even though that game is probably gonna last a long time, especially with the hype, it's most likely gonna give off release. There's no way in hell they're not gonna make DLCs like active for it.
Yeah, and
Just
the
basic
sad truth
marketing.
about it is, like, let's say we do unlock all the characters, right? If the anime
Yeah.
hasn't returned by then, we won't be seeing any of those manga characters like Moro, Granola, Ultra Ego
Yeah,
Vegeta, or any of that
man, that's what
really.
freaking sucks, bro. Yo, animators, hurry up before I find y'all, man. Work to everything for me
Exactly.
because I'm
Well,
tired of
granted,
waiting,
man.
bro. Man, all these like literally all me. I was talking to Chaotic about this the other day, man. Literally all of like the anime games that are out for Dragon Ball have to wait to release characters like Moro, Granola, Ego Vegeta, and all that because it's I don't know if it's like a spoiler thing or like they just refuse to, but like I think they go off the whole like anime only rule when it comes to
Yeah.
Dragon Ball games, and I get it because I guess not everybody's a manga reader like me and my boy Chaotic, but at the same time it's like yo we need these characters, so hurry up and animate it before we
Mm,
find out, man.
Didn't they say Dragon Ball Super 2 was gonna get announced like last December? Like, where
They
at,
said that
man?
like 2 years ago, man.
Exactly.
They gonna
Come
keep
on.
saying it, bro. And
I
I
want
don't
to use my
lie,
boy
they better
Ultra
not
Ego
make the
Vegeta.
animation look like the start of Super, or else I'm really finding them, man. We really gotta find them because Start of Super's animation was horrendous. Like you might as well just go watch the Battle of Gods movie and the freaking Resurrection F movie. Because if you see the animation, bro, like I could draw
Yeah.
right. I could do a sketch right now, right? Color it and it bet money it looked better than what they did.
Give me
I'm not
10
lying.
minutes.
Give us 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We could draw something way better than that, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm just hoping that for the character roster overall, that it's at least a solid amount to start. But like I said, trying to be realistic here, I don't think we're gonna get like a whole roster. Now, if we do,
Yeah.
W Bandai. But if we don't, it
Come
is what
on,
it is.
Ben. Hook
Like
us up, man. Give us a
hook us
whole
up for
roster.
real. Whole
Not just
roster.
not just half of Z and have us doing this
I
and that
know.
just for every character.
They the type to make a transformation DLC. Like, yo, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he coming out on December 25th.
Yep.
Like, what the hell? Why are you releasing Super Saiyan 3 Goku on Christmas, man? What the hell is this? How they be moving? Yeah, that's my
Uh,
opinion on the character roster. Do you think anything else, Sam? Anything else to say about the roster?
I mean, that's just the way I see it, man. Just it's just gonna be like OG Dragon Ball and just Z, and you just have to work for the
Word,
super
word,
characters.
word. I can't see
Hey,
that.
as long as the gameplay's fun, we chilling.
Yeah. For the story, not to go back to that, I do hope that we at least have some of the super story mode without DLC, because that is still a part of Dragon Ball. And especially since they did show Blue Goku in the trailer, I mean, they have to have part of super story mode. So actually, to go into the character roster point, we probably will be getting super characters off the rip. Because if the first character they're showing is Blue Goku, they'd be dumb to not let Blue Goku be in the game at the start. That'd be funny though.
It'll probably just be like God, Goku, and Barris, and that's just pretty much it.
Think so?
Yeah, or maybe like a few
Look,
more super characters, but that's really
yeah.
about it.
Or maybe they stop at Resurrection F and then make the rest of the stuff DLC. Guess we'll see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you remember Battle of Gods and Resurrection F? Those are considered Dragon Ball Z movies.
Yeah, they are. I heard that
Yeah.
Battle of Gods is now considered not canon,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Battle of Gods was better than uh
It was way better than
the
the
one in
freaking anime.
Super.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the only difference was really that the one in Super took place on a ship. The one in Battle of Gods took place on like some area on Earth.
Yeah.
But they sure as hell animated a lot better. Did it a lot better. The worst thing about it is them lying about Beerus's power level. Oh, I used 70%. That brother used not
He was
even
capping.
1.5.
He
That
was
was
straight
lying
capping.
mad hard. Straight cap.
All right, but that wraps up this section. Anything else you got to add to that?
Sir. No, man, I think we covered everything. Get on to the
All right.
next, you. Oh, yeah, the next section we are talking about is DLCs. I know we talked about it a bit in the character roster section for my boy Chaotix's video, but we're going to dive a little bit deeper into it. I do want to say, when it comes to like DLCs, I think it has a big connection towards the character roster because if we get like a lot of characters off the start, like most of the roster, then you could probably expect the DLCs to be like, I'd say, manga characters when they finally get animated, or like maybe like a Dragon Ball Heroes or something. But if we don't get a lot of characters, there's so much DLC they can make, like literally. But what you got to say about it, Chaotic?
Yeah, like let's say you play the game and you beat the super story of the story mode, right? And
Mm-hmm.
let's say the manga comes back. They might add like Super 2 for a DLC that you can buy where you basically enter the Mora arc and the Granola arc and you get to play as
Mm,
Ultra Eagle Vegeta and Black Frieza and all that. I can see them doing
mm-hmm.
something like that. I don't think that's particularly a bad idea, especially since it'll basically revive the game or give it more hype if it's like
Or
dying down a bit.
mm-hmm. You know what's
And
crazy? That is exactly why. We're sorry to interrupt you. You was finishing.
no, no, you can go.
I bet, but yeah, I think that is exactly why I don't expect them to release everybody. Because if they want to keep like the hype, like you said, without the game dying, they're probably not gonna give us most of the roster. Like I said, from like a business perspective, I guess I can get it a little bit more now than I did like 2 weeks ago. If I'm being honest, just because like if they give us all the characters we want, then DLC there's less options for DLC. Because although Dragon Ball has a big roster, if you give us everybody, bro, they're just gonna be waiting for the manga. And if y'all don't know about freaking Super already, they take 5 years to animate every freaking thing, bro. And we know damn well when they reanimate it, they're probably gonna replay both Superhero and Super Broly in the damn show. Why? Because who knows? They just do that. Just like
Please,
they're
I
freaking replaying
hope they
Superhero in
don't
the
do that.
manga. I hope, man, but I expect them to do it. At least Broly, I can see them doing that. But like, bro, if they could just, I don't know why they do that. I feel like that kills hype. They also on Boruto timing, bro. Like, literally just jump us straight to the moral arc, so people are hyped the first week, instead of us having to wait literally basically like 5 months to start the arc we want to see. But yeah, I guess we'll see, man. But
Yeah,
yeah.
so for that, I don't think that that'll be a bad idea. Just give it its own little section like Dragon Ball Super 2.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll be
Yeah,
valid,
cause
man. They can have
yeah,
sections like Dragon Ball Super 2. They can have the like say they don't add like somehow because Universe did this. Let me stop taking shots at Universe, but if they somehow don't have like Master Roshi, Yamcha, like these basic characters, you could name it a Turtle Homer pack. I know that's probably not gonna happen, but that's just an example. Or like I said, I was saying before in the character roster section, if you want to add some of the Tournament of Power characters, because I think Tournament of Power characters are probably great DLC characters. You could call it the freaking Pride Trooper pack or God of Destructions. I know they
Yeah,
didn't really
that'll
showcase
be
all of
dope.
the abilities of the God of Destructions. Dope, man, I'm telling you. But if they add like a God of Destruction pack and we get the God of Destruction from Universe 6 Champa, freaking 8, 9, freaking the Clown from Universe 11, bro. Like, that's just to me what has DLC potential, you know? And DLC is a huge part of what makes games, I think, interesting now. Like I said, I'm trying to be more realistic with it. Because as fun as it is to get the full roster off the jump, we can't lie, man. Once you hear that a DLC is coming out for like a certain anime game or just a game in general, you might be jumping in your boots a bit. Feel me? Especially if you're playing the game daily. Feel me? So yeah,
Yeah.
it's my
Eh,
my take on it.
I think that covers this out.
Sure, man.
All right, on to the next one. All right, and lastly, we got the game modes.
Yes,
So
sir. The freaking game modes, man.
I'm thinking we could have PvP, ranked.
For sure.
We could have tag team battles where like if you could like sub in your friend. We could have cell
Mm,
games, tournament of power. Like
so much tournament potential in this game, man. I'm telling you, especially for game modes. We
yes,
could
we have a
simply like
lot.
what they could do is like yeah, they can hold like something where like they go off just like real life time and have like oh yeah, May 25th is like the 31st World Tournament and like you can use like your favorite character in there and compete to see who could get number one. And like Sam, I mean Chaotic was saying before too, they have a tag team game mode where like you can tag in your friends and like compete in 2v2s. But I
Yeah,
think they
that'd
should
be
have two
dope.
versions of this, like a rank mode version of it and a casual version of it, you know? Just rank you'll find more sweats on there and then casual just be playing a tournament game mode for fun, feel me? But I really think they should do that.
They could
It'll make it
also
interesting.
do with what Fighter Z did, like how they had in the ranked modes. They could have like certain roles. So like as you progress in the rank system and you gain more BP, you could like basically go from like what's a good one? Saying it to like Supreme Kai or something in a row.
So like that,
I
yeah.
forgot what it
Or
was
like
called,
God or
but
something.
yeah,
I know what you're talking about, like these like rank systems. A lot of things have it. Even Dokkan Battle has it with like the damn world tournament they have. But yeah, I think that's the best way at tracking skill level, especially if you keep winning in like a tournament setting.
yeah,
But I definitely think they could do that. Even a tournament of power free for all game mode would be interesting. So either
yeah,
with teams of 7, right, and then you can play with your friends and compete with people. I just think that'd be hella toxic. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
exactly.
especially if like there's to be. I mean, every game's gonna have cheese. Like somebody's gonna find something that's cheap. I could dead see some team having the same character spamming the same moves. But for that, they can actually make a rule. Like you can't use the same character. Because we're finna see a bunch of Broly spamming some crazy retarded move. I could just see it now.
They could restrict you to only using characters from a certain universe if they have like a tournament power game mode. But
Mm,
like
that'd be
they could
interesting.
they
But
could find a certain way to like balance it out because obviously everybody's gonna go universe 7 with like Broly,
yeah,
Vegeta, Goku. I'm sure
sure.
they could find a
And
great way to
speaking of
balance it out
balancing,
though.
bro, exactly, man. And speaking of balancing, I want to kind of add on to that as well, too, bro. Like something that I feel like anime games or just games in general never stress is balancing stuff, bro. Like I know, in my opinion, I think from a marketing perspective, a lot of times they purposely unbalance things to get people talking. Like, bro, like I'm begging y'all, please just make a balanced PvP game. Since we're talking about game modes, right? In these game modes, do not make it possible for somebody to play so freaking cheap, okay? I'm tired of getting
Please
cheap in
don't.
cheese in these games.
I
Exactly.
don't want to get
Speaking of the
hit
tournament of
three
power,
times
yeah.
and instantly die. Please don't.
Facts. Yeah, please. Like, just make it impossible to find it. Because, like, of course, it's chaotic. I'm pretty sure he knows about exploits. Exploits are usually things discovered by players in game. Y'all
Yeah.
better, y'all better, y'all better release the game for yourselves before y'all release it. Okay? At least y'all better spend like a month try harding on that game. All y'all workers and employees before y'all release the damn game to understand PvP and the mechanics. Because I'm not trying to go online and get hit with some retarded move that crashes my freaking game or blows me off the freaking planet without me being able to do nothing about it.
You're gonna get hit
This
with
this
that.
happens in every competitive fighting game.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get hit with that dragon fist and a Kamehameha, and you're just gonna instantly die.
Instantly die. And speaking of OP moves like that, do not make one character overly OP than everybody else. There's
Please
no
don't.
reason to it. I don't give a damn if it's freaking MUI Goku plus freaking Sign plus Ego Vegeta in a fusion. Okay? Make them they can have OP aspects because of course that's a part of gaming, but like make them have a balance to where I could use this said character. Like I could use a birder against a freaking Beast Gohan, and if I have more skill than that Beast Gohan, then I can win using bird. Like
I
that's what we need, a balanced game where it's generally based off of skill and not luck, okay? Not character strength. Feel me?
I do get that it's hard to balance games, but like I really feel like there's a way to figure this all out, you know?
1000%.
Yeah, because I don't want to jump into ring and get cooked by some guy simply because has a better character than I do.
Man,
Please,
I'm just waiting for the first match I freaking jump in on Budokai to fight some guy spamming the same move or doing some exploit
MUI
I never seen in
Goku,
my life.
and like you just can't touch him.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. Bro just stands in the center of the map and there's some glitch somehow where you just can't touch him and he just melts your health. We know what's gonna happen, let's be honest with these games. It's always gonna be some stupid exploit. But let's just hope oh yeah, that's another thing. Speaking of like stuff like let's hope they're fast to patch these things. Because a lot of games take years. Like an exploit could be in a game sometimes. I know I'm kind of going off topic, but I was just saying it's like an exploit could be in a game for like few months and like not one employee touches it or even says anything about it, bro. Like y'all better
No,
pay attention to
they
the
know,
things people are
they know.
complaining about.
They're just like, oh, we don't
They
get
just
paid
don't
enough for
care.
this. They don't care. They just want that money.
Word, word. They're like,
Which
okay,
honestly,
and
if I was like them, I'd
they're like,
probably be the
and
same way.
okay,
Hey,
man.
slide me a
You know how
hundred
much
and
they
I'm
getting
passing
paid.
the skill.
Can I slide him in 100? Some
Yeah.
players gonna have to deal with that damn cheese.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
Jokes aside, I just hope it's some type of balance because hey, nobody likes playing a freaking fruity game. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Well, I think that wraps about everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could probably extend on more things that they could add to the game, but that probably needs whole part two.
Yeah, that'll probably need a part two. So y'all know what to do. Get my boy
Like,
Chaotic to 20 likes. And we
like
finna
of the
do a part
video,
two,
man.
right? Like up the video. And if you don't like the video, I'm gonna find your house because the big spider knows where all y'all live, okay?
Oh
Homie
yeah,
Creepy,
and
y'all okay, okay? Y'all better
if
like
you
my
made it
boy
this
video up.
far, we also got another video coming out, a collab. We're gonna
Yes,
be playing
sir.
we're gonna be playing Mordecai Tenkaichi for a
Some
little early for y'all.
we got
You know, we
Takashi
got
for a
the
little
hookup,
early
the
gameplay. You know,
hookup,
he got
man.
the hookup, and the thing about it is, right? Chaotic don't even know. I'm really about to smack him up, you know. So
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
make sure y'all
He's
sub up because he's gonna
capping.
be sad after I beat him. All right,
Alright,
just
we
how
gonna
it
see,
is.
man. We gonna see.
We gonna see. We gonna
Catch
see.
y'all boys later, man.
Peace.